And hello, I think we're live. Hi, welcome to Rhymes with Klei. I'm Hugo. I'm a programmer and designer at Klei Entertainment.
And I am Mike, an artist animator.
Yeah. Yes, Mike is an artist and animator. This is your first time streaming, right?
Yeah. So, be gentle.
Yeah, you've been in Hamlet since the beginning of the project, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I think Nabia started, and then it was just like a one person art crew. So they made it too.
like most Klei projects start, really, right? We
Yeah.
start with so few people, and then when we realize there's 10, 20 of us. Mm-hmm. Let me stop this music. So today we're going to be playing some Hamlet, and since it's the first time we have an artist person from Hamlet here, we're going to talk a little bit about art. Maybe look into some cool Hamlet little details.
Yeah. I would call them teasers a little bit, because we're going to show you some of the big stuff in the game anyways. So
nice.
Yeah.
Cool. It's been a little while since we did one of these. Let's do this and okay.
I'm sure it's like riding a bike.
There we go. It's been so long that I almost forgot how these work. And Kauchu asks if I'm cosplaying Bearded Wilson. Well, I've been cosplaying Bearded Wilson for 6 months now.
Yes, we talked about this beforehand.
Yeah.
You were ready for this day.
Yeah. I've been, we were joking beforehand that this is my Hamlet beard. Once we're done with Hamlet, it's going to be gone as well. Just shave it clean and get ready for the next thing. Okay, so you can take over. I think we're gonna go in the game with some Wagstaff first.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Wagstaff is one of the characters we released on. There we go. Released on one of the most recent updates on our beta branch. If you're deep into the lore of Don't Starve, you've probably seen him mentioned once or twice. But he's finally out now. He's deep into the lore of Don't Starve, and now he's playable. Hooray!
Yeah, it's funny because I was looking for some stuff to show regarding Wagstaff, and I'm like, where's the art that it's like, oh, Jeff kind of whipped it out. It's like, here you guys go. I'm like, okay, but that makes it easy for me, right? As an animator, sometimes you just want to animate, and then you just get that build, which is this guy here, and then ready to go. I gotta wake up. I apologize, everybody. I am a little bit. It's hard to play and talk at the same time.
A little. It's surprisingly hard. Right?
Yeah. I hear streamers talk about it all the time.
Yeah, and our little primate brain can only focus on one thing at a time.
Now I get to do it. Okay, so yes. Oh, so all my stuff is here already. Cool.
This is Wagstaff. Like you guys can see, he wears some very big goggles, and if you remove them, you can't really see anything.
Oh, right.
So if you remove them, not only does it actually get physically blurry, but you can't actually examine things. Like if you try to examine, it shows you examine mant mask or root trunk, which aren't really the things you're looking at.
The sea legs.
Yeah, and awesome. If you click on it, it gives you
Oh, okay.
A less than accurate, unless that's actually in Velma, which I don't think it is. So.
Hey, this is a real thing that's happened before.
But you thought a bunch of asparagus were your Aunt Thelma? Or?
No. I think I read about this, like where people will just actually like. Anyway, yeah. Now I'm playing. I can't even finish a sentence. That's what happens. Okay, so I guess yeah. So there you go. There's that. These goggles, anyways. Should we look at the other stuff?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what we need. We could do that as the goal of the stream. Try to craft everything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, the one that we already have is the spec toggles. Mm-hmm. We could try and get those ones. Oh, you're being attacked.
Whoa. Do we want to do the thing that should I make it so I don't die so easily? Because I guarantee you that's gonna happen.
I believe in you, Mike.
Okay. All right. So hold on a second. Oh, he's just gonna come and get me. Let me take care of him here.
There we go.
Welcome.
Oh, try with F.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Tough frog. Okay. So let me just see what this is again. This one.
Okay, yeah, we need 2 torches. We need the
2 torches
electrical
and an electrical doodad.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know good places where to find those?
First we need to find some gold.
Okay.
So first we need to find flint. Everything Don't Starve always goes back to flint, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Alright, I'll just pick up everything, I guess. I am terrible.
Oh, I think maybe our alt key is locked. Try now.
What's that?
Because with the alt keys locked, like the clicking gets a little bit weirded out. Just try pressing spacebar instead.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh. There we are. Thank you.
There we go, yeah.
Thank you. The master at work. Right
so
here.
Mind's Patch is asking, wait, so the beta's over or no? We still have a beta branch. You can go into the beta branch right now. Instructions are on the forum. We already put a lot of content in there. Now we're just like tracking bugs and like polishing things to make sure it's nice and smooth for when we move it out of the beta, pretty much.
Yep. Maybe I'll find some gold in this thing. Nope. Yeah, and also, so this kind of stuff here. This is what these goggles do. They allow you to see like, just points of interest. I guess is that what you would?
Yeah,
you would say?
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
yeah.
We wanted something that first like corrected Wagstaff's problem, like vision problem, but also had like a second use. And in Hamlet, that is finding what are we call the peculiar things.
Right.
So like little things in the world can have hidden treasures.
Yeah.
That you usually need a magnifying glass for. While with Wagstaff goggles, you don't need that. But out of Hamlet, it shows you, like, for instance, where tentacles are hidden.
Right.
So it's like a tiny little advantage, but it helps. It's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna survive also when it gets to nighttime. So.
Oh yeah, you should pick up some twigs. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. This is so shameful. I'm so sorry.
Nah.
But
you'd be surprised, like how I am at Don't Starve as well.
Nice crash course.
The thing, I know how like a bunch of things work and how theoretically to do well in the game.
Right.
But practicing is like something else.
Yeah, I'm just kind of a god mode dude, so I just kind of keep doing it. Bad habits. All right. So how do I even start the fire? I need to.
Oh, you have enough for a torch, but you need a couple logs to actually like build a bonfire and cook food.
Gotcha.
But for that you need flint. Yeah.
The flint.
Everything always goes back to flint.
Yeah.
It's like you worked on the previous Don't Starves as well, right?
I worked a little bit on DST.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got I cut my teeth on, and yeah. But then I moved on to a different project, and then came back later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any like big notable differences between making art for DST and making art for DS?
Not really. It's just like it had more to do with the team. Team was a little different. Team was a little, like, obviously more established, and whereas Hamlet, I feel like we kind of got to do more of our own thing.
Yeah.
We got the guidance of the DST sort of art workflow for a while, and then and then they kind of set us free, and that's when I got scared. So sometimes freedom is scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Constraints actually, like I feel that it really helps. Really helps to actually like drive the creative vision of something, like not being able to do anything you want because too much freedom is just what do I do now?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mindspatch is asking Hugo, did anyone watch Book of Life when designing Wilba? That is a good question. Maybe it's more of an art related question.
Whoa, sorry, what?
Did anyone watch Book of Life while designing Wilba? Were you the one who designed Wilba?
The Book of Life. No.
Yeah, you can
no,
really
actually
kill mosquitoes, by the way. And we're in darkness. You might want to build a torch quick.
I cannot.
And we're gone.
Oh no!
I forgot we don't have like the.
Oh no! Sorry, guys.
Yeah, this is okay.
All right, so I'll just retry this, I guess.
Yeah, let's just
all right.
do a retry.
I see what you did. I didn't know. I
forgot. We don't have the debug keys on the Steam version.
All right.
Maybe we could just set God mode and just explore the world a little bit. Maybe what Wagstaff does.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe we could just do a.
I'm okay with that. Oh. Okay.
Right. Let's just see God mode this on.
Yep.
Oh. Caps lock. There it goes. Explore.
So were we just too late?
What?
Were we just too late then?
Oh no, it's because we don't have like the key shortcuts. We have to actually type the commands for this one.
Oh, okay. Thank you, by the way. Cool. Okay, so let's throw these on.
Okay, perfect.
Get my machete. Let's. Yeah. Nope. Is it not doing the thing again? I need the flint. That's right.
And Guillermo's ask, is Wormwood supposed to burn if he's wearing dragon scale or obsidian armor? I mean, it doesn't hurt, but he still burns himself and stuff around. I'm not sure if it's intended. Jason was the one driving the design of Wormwood, and I know that the whole fire thing was one of the most interesting design things, the downsides for Wormwood. So the answer is maybe. I'll look into it and maybe we'll update it.
Let's try this. Flint is can just be anywhere, I guess, right? Is that the
usually flipping rocks, or maybe inside the cave if you try.
Oh, sure.
The cave usually has a bunch of rocks.
All right. Oh boy. Oh hey.
And Reset Player asked, how is Jason anyway? He's still alive, right? Yes.
Yes.
I believe he's still alive.
Yeah.
He's just on vacation right now. So he should be back in a week or two. Some people noticed that I was the one making the post on the forum, so...
Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. Chopping away. Something I'm sure everyone's watching is familiar with. Okay, so I got my logs for fire just in case. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we were gonna look at stuff now, or like his stuff now.
Yeah, we could. Or if...
we're gonna build it anyway. I'll try to build it.
Yeah, we still need the gold. So if you get one more flint, we can actually mine the stuff inside the caves and build the electrical doodad.
Okay. Sorry, you said the mine? Wow. This is hard.
So Rondingu asks, can Weber shop at pig stores? Yes, he can. He actually comes in Hamlet. He comes with a little disguise that he can wear, which is one of my favorite things about the game because it's hilarious. So yes, you can, if you're using the mask, you can still shop in there.
Getting a lot of these little jelly bean guys. Sorry, I have to check again because my brain is not working either. So
We can also give ourselves the.
oh,
We can also give ourselves the ingredients if we need to.
oh, okay.
Yeah, we could give ourselves like the electrical doodad.
Sure. The doodad. I don't know what the thing is for.
Let's see if I remember it. Is it doodad? No, electrical doodad. Well, great. I'm not gonna remember the name of the prefab.
No. That's all.
Okay, I could just brute force this, and let's spawn a research station. And then I'll give myself a hammer. And I'll just hammer that guy. Boom.
Oh,
Modern
okay.
problems require modern solutions.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh, thanks. That's awesome.
Even got like a little cut stone there as well.
Yeah, because that actually makes the other. It looks like the other one.
And now the entire chat is telling me that it's transistor. I totally knew that. I was testing you guys.
thanks,
you
guys.
you have all passed the test. Congratulations.
All right. Okay. So, actually, I have this. Oh no. Yeah, I do have this, but. How come?
I think you need to unequip the goggles themselves if you want to actually.
Right.
Yeah, because if
That
it
makes
doesn't really
sense.
count as an ingredient if it's in your equip slot. So we can build the armored ones.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go for
Let's
that.
do it. There you
There
go.
we go.
So let's go find someone to fight.
Yeah, this is one of the goggles that Wagstaff comes with. They work to like fix his sight issue, but they're also like armor, so that's pretty good.
Oh yeah. There's no risk. There's nothing. Nothing's happening to me. It's all good. And it's funny too. Like when we're designing the look of the armor, because we were on the sort of like the path of let's do goggles. So I did goggles. Like, oh, okay. I mean, armor for your face, I guess. Just make it a helmet. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, what were the inspirations for each one of the goggles with Wagstaff?
I think it was more like what I mean. Basically, it just comes down to what's a cool thing that what are things that happen to you in the world, and let's see how you can deal with that in a really cool way. And that's kind of how it evolved from there. And then from there, I just threw up some designs, and then this looks cool, and it's like. Yeah, it looks cool. What does it do? It's like, I think it does this. And then that's basically how the functions are born.
Nice.
Yeah, whereas this one is just like, it's passive. Like you can just walk around with it and just take a beating. Whereas some of the other stuff, which I should also try and make even. I got something. Oh yeah, there it is. So I need to make a torch. I should do that actually. Let's do that.
Yeah, we're in God mode right now, so it probably wouldn't.
Yeah, that's fine then. Okay, cool.
And Freya Maluk asks, who was the lead designer for Wagstaff? So our creative process when it comes to characters is like we brainstorm things that we find interesting, and how we can actually turn that into a character that will be interesting for the players as well. And once we do that, someone just grabs usually me or Jason just work on implementing it. For Wagstaff, Jason was the one mainly working on it. I was finalizing some stuff on the interiors when Wagstaff came through, so yeah, it was mostly Jason for that one. And did you do most of the art for Wagstaff?
Yeah. Well, I mean, aside from just the initial character, everything else, yeah, I did the goggles. He has gadgets, so I worked on that stuff as well. Yeah, pretty much. All right. I should probably do the right thing. My fire.
Oh, you already have a torch anyway, so.
Right.
Yeah, and we're god
you.
moding, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's no fun watching a black screen, so it's let's try and fix that. No, nothing fun in there. Oh, So this game is scarier than I always forget how scary it is too. I mean, where I live, even kind of surrounded by trees, which is nice. Not everyone gets to have that, but this is what it feels like. Yeah.
So JFeather3451 asks, is there any chance for Wagstaff to come to DST? I don't know. Honestly, like, we don't have anything to announce regarding that right now, but if anything ever changes, it's definitely going to be posted on the forums, and we're going to make like a huge announcement about it. But for now, not yet.
Yeah, it'd be nice to easily just get characters in and out of each iteration of the game, but yeah.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like balancing that comes with porting a character to DST, along with like polish and like other like minor technical things, because they work pretty much differently. Hamlet and DST. I mean, DS and DST.
Right.
Because DST had a lot of years of development as well, so they kind of branched into different directions, technically speaking. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So I'm kind of just wandering around. Yeah.
We can give ourselves like the other goggles. Let's see if I can remember
sure.
stuff. Get player dot components builder. Is it give all recipes? I think. There we go. Beautiful.
Wow, you remember all of that. That's crazy.
Thank you. No, I didn't. Clarence reminded me. I knew it was something like give or get all recipes.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at these. This. Oh well. You know what? We'll just build it. Put them on.
There we go.
Take a look.
That one is particularly useful in like the jungle biome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to see like all creatures and the predator vision, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm. I love the effect that. It's like, I guess Jason and Nabia were working on this together. Like, it works out really well.
Right.
This was hard to get. Took a while. Anything that has to do with color tends to just take a while. Like, for whatever reason, you think let's just pick different colors off the swatch, but and then you put it in the game, and then there's like other sort of like lighting things affecting it, and you just don't know what it's going to look like until you put it in. And then you got to wait for the game to like process it, and then once it's in, it's like, nope, go back again and do the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why like early access works so well for us, because we get to iterate on something and polish it to the point where we're both satisfied with it, and players are satisfied with it.
Yeah. Yeah, any art stuff, definitely throw my way if anybody has any questions about that.
Oh, do you have like a favorite creature or a favorite thing in Hamlet that you got to work on?
Favorite creature is probably. I want to say the bosses are fun for me. I think because they're just more involved. Like they definitely take a lot longer, and you won't see. Sometimes they don't even see the light of day. But when they do, it's really satisfying. And then at that point too, like working with you and Jason, like it becomes a bit more like one-on-one, and then like, hey, let's fix this thing, let's tune this one little thing. And I like kind of like just focusing in on a thing rather than like, let's make a character, like let's make a creature, and then like it's easy to turn one out and whatnot. But when it comes to things like bosses, there's like little mechanics and things you want it to do, and then when you play it, it's like, oh, that doesn't work. Like the boss is too strong, or the boss is too weak, and then you just kind of it's more in depth. I think.
Yeah, for sure. It's a more like involved process, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I see a lot of people asking about like Wagstaff flickering when his HP is low.
Right.
They're asking if there's like a lore-based reason for that. Well, I don't really know. You might want to just like speculate on the forums about that, but I can't really give any like specific answer right now.
Yeah. And honestly, that's sometimes because there isn't one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe there is.
Maybe there isn't.
But
yeah. Isn't that always the way with DST though, or DS in general? I mean.
Yeah, a lot of the mysteries do have answers, but we keep them like wraps.
Oh, see, I don't even know that sometimes.
Yeah, I talk a lot with Chris about like lore stuff. She's the lore master pretty much.
Yeah.
And Kendra.
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot of things you wouldn't expect answers for actually do have pretty good answers. But what do I know?
Yeah. And we love it when the forums stew up a little bit and we going, it worked.
Potat on Space, I guess. Potat on Space asks, what other in-depth things do you like to work on in character development?
What other... I guess... That's kind of a broad one.
Maybe we could try like different goggles.
Sure.
It's a good opportunity to like fight that big guy. Maybe the potato goggles, yeah? Frifocals.
Frifocals. Yes, those are potatoes back there. In case you're wondering.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
that's
gone.
it. Oh boy, that was fun. Oh.
Right.
Oh, now I'm blind. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not completely blind. But... There we go. I want to try those frifocals again. Hold on. Let's do it. Oops. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just drop something.
Just extra frifocals. You never know when you need them.
And Fluffles asked, Hugo, tell me, who was the genius behind player housing? Player housing was always like kind of... Wait, so the whole concept of player housing, or like you mean the interior expanding stuff? Because the whole player housing was a concept from the beginning in Hamlet. Like it's something that players have been asking for a long time. So we thought, hey, that would be an interesting twist. And then immediately we went with like building cities. But with the interior, we built the house and we're pretty happy with it. But we wanted to give players more creative freedom with Don't Starve. So we knew we were gonna have to like expand it at some point. And yeah, over the last game jam, because we usually have 1 or 2 game jams a year, I just prototyped it and it kind of worked, and then we just pushed it, and yeah, turned out pretty well.
This is really fun. I mean, electricity and fire, can't go wrong. Okay, let's see first. Oh, there we go.
And you're in the dark. We have God mode.
Yeah, let's just do this anyway. Oh, they're interrupting me. Okay. Yeah, so, oh well. Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? I have it.
There we go.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Kruduxi asked, can the bandit enter player housing, or did I just suggest a devilish idea? That would be pretty devilish, but kind of goes against the idea of the houses, because it's supposed to be like your safe haven in a way. So it would be very funny to watch it happen like on stream or something. I'm not gonna lie. I love those little surprises that get streamers by surprise, but surprises that get someone by surprise. Wow. Anyway. But yeah, no, it would be a little bit too much, I think.
I mean, weird things have followed players into the houses before, like even like unintentionally, at least while we're developing. So it's like, how did that guy get in here? That's always fun.
Yeah. Maybe we could show some of the interior housing stuff as well.
Oh yeah. Sure. Okay.
You can just switch to like regular infra goggles, and I'll just teleport us there.
All right.
Yeah. I had a little quick cheat over here. Single score housing. It did make it here.
Awesome.
Right, I forgot. Like, the inventory is a little bit packed. Let's try get player, the components, inventory. Let's drop everything, just so I can grab some things. Well, not the info goggles. Just so I can grab enough things to actually build things inside the house. There we go. Okay.
Was Wagstaff based on Albert Einstein?
They're pretty,
little bit there.
Yeah, they're a little bit
Just a
similar.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like before when you bought a house, this was pretty much what you had. But once we did the interiors beta stuff, not tinkering. Now you can actually like build new rooms. There's a category called doors. So what you do is you build a door. You pick whatever door strikes you fancy. You build it, but it's still just a door. You can't really do anything. What you need is a house expansion permit, which you can buy at your closest city hall. And once you build it, it's very accurate. You can build a permit.
It's easy.
Yeah. So once you have it, you now have a full room, and it shows up in the map, and you can keep expanding if you want. You can have like different themed rooms and. Yeah.
I made some of these doors, and I remember, like, there's some variety to their shape and whatnot, and they're just meant to be a door frame, and you just walk in, and then I think you and Navia were like, well, we need them to be closed, and you need them to be to enter and exit them, and then Navia said, "Thanks, Mike." Because I made so many different sizes and shapes, and I go, I'm busy on something else. I mean, sorry.
That's the thing. Like sometimes we concept things that, and we don't really imagine like how they're actually gonna be pushed into the game.
Yeah.
I actually used the ruins door when I was prototyping the interior stuff because it was the only one that opened and closed.
Yeah.
They looked massive inside the rooms, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Excuse me.
But yeah, that's one of the like weird iterations that sometimes we go through. And each room you can work perfectly as another room, and you can have like looping rooms, and you can do whatever you want with this, which is I was pretty happy with the way it ended. So I'm at MSM0 asked, is Wheeler going to be controller supported soon? She will, yes. This is literally what I'm working on right now. So pretty soon we should have an update with Wheeler having controller support. So that should be pretty good. We also separated some art stuff that we could go through right now if you want to show you.
I guess so. Is our time good?
Oh no.
I love that guy.
He always catches me by surprise, and sometimes like I have a single oink, and he shows up like, sure, take my one oink. I'll just pick up some.
He doesn't care.
He just wants the money. Okay. Yeah.
He's an opportunist.
Yeah. Exactly.
Good business savvy, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So let's just do some switching here. There we go. You want to talk about Hamlet art stuff?
So, nothing too in depth, but just wanted to start with like some of the new stuff, some of the creatures that are very Hamlet specific, and this one is something that actually Nabia did, and you worked with this one, and it was kind of fun because it's just spinning around right now, but Hugo is able to make it so that wherever the player is, it's like is it new tech?
I wouldn't say like new tech. It was just like a lot of trying to solve problems, figuring out angled stuff and math.
Okay.
But it's one of like my favorite creatures because it's like one of my first creatures into the game.
Oh, cool!
And it's just like pretty creepy, just like staring at you.
And that's the thing. Right now it's moving, but when it doesn't move, you're like, okay, that creature just sitting there. But you move a little bit, it goes, and it just moves just a bit, and you're going, oh no, then you want to go closer to it, which is the wrong thing, but that's okay.
At least it warns you it's a wrong thing. Like, it has the whole like
puffs up. Yeah. That's a nice touch too. But yeah, so I wanted to start with this because I stole the idea from one. This is in the ruins, one of the traps that you encounter. So this thing also it does the same thing where it's not just spinning and doing this stuff. It's like it's following you around, and it shoots stuff at you. darts anyways. There's so many darts in the ruins. Like let's put some more. I'm like, really? Like, why is that fun? It's like, but you've seen me play, so. But yeah, and I like I had a bit of background in 3D before this, so it's kind of nice to do this because it's like, let's try and like cheat it so it's like a bit more 3D, you know, like, because that's what Navi was able to do. I'm like, oh, let's do more of that. That looks fun. So yeah. Next one. Okay, so just another one of the things that we have in Hamlet that I don't think really we have anywhere else, like the swarm as a creature, I guess, which is kind of neat. It's just like a smoky thing, but it has all the same sort of like, has hit reacts, it has deaths, but I just like the idea of it. And this is actually done by Meiwa, so you guys know him well.
He was also the one who worked on the Pogs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So May has worked on a lot of the he's added some like a lot of appeal that maybe I felt like I was like, oh, that's how you do it, right? So I'm so glad that he helped us out on the team.
Oh yeah, he's like super talented and great guy all around.
Oh yeah.
And I feel he really hit the spot with like the Pogs, because it's all the streams I watch. It's always like this, like the player finds a Pog. Oh my god, it's the cutest thing. It's following me. Yeah. I love it. And then like a day or two, I
like,
hate
get out of here,
away
guys.
from me.
yeah, I love that. But yeah, even now, like I'll still play and be like, oh, hey Pogs, how's it going? You know, I love it.
Yeah, I'm just watching the streams like, oh, just you wait, you wait.
There's always like a give and take with everything in this game.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. There's always a gotcha.
yeah. And so, did we want to? Were we gonna?
Yeah, if we have some more time, we can show the.
Yeah, I don't know what our time is.
Hulk.
Yeah. But
Mine's Patch asks, Hugo, will William Carter's wallpaper be in the future? I don't know, actually.
William Carter.
William Carter's wallpaper? I have no idea. Mine's Patch. Sorry. Sorry.
Is that a reference? I don't actually know.
That makes it two of us.
oh, sorry. Okay, all right.
That's okay.
All right. But we pretend we know. I mean, anyway.
But you were the one who worked on all like the ancient robot pieces, right?
And then I may help me polish them up a bit. He gave me some good advice on what they can do. But like I just wanted to show these because I like the idea that it's in pieces. But it's like, well, let's make this one try to walk like it's like it was one piece at one point. So there's that. And I think the next one is... Oh, yeah, and same with the...
Mine's Patch is explaining. The Maxwell apartment wallpaper.
Okay.
I don't know, like if you post it in the forums as a suggestion, we could definitely take a look at that. Yeah. And Fluffles also asks, why are there so much unused stuff in Hamlet's files, by the way? Well, like our process, our development process is pretty iterative. So sometimes we'll concept something and prototype something that we think will be pretty interesting, but it doesn't pan out as well as we wanted it to. So yeah, we end up like not using it or keeping it there for like later use. So yeah, that's why you end up seeing a lot of like unimplemented art and prefabs and stuff like that. And
well, I mean, also like some of this stuff just is extra stuff that maybe while we're making the thing that goes into the game, it kind of trails along with it, and it's like, oh well, that wasn't supposed to happen. But and if things are ideal, we kind of they get kind of shelved, and it's like maybe one day certain things come back, right? Because it was a cool idea, or now is the time, right? So.
Yeah, sometimes like even between like projects, we've had like some discarded stuff from DST make its way into Hamlet. So even like totally. Stuff like that, it's not always lost. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so the only guy ever asked, was Hamlet the result of two DLC ideas merged into one? I've always figured it was very odd to have both a bustling Victorian city and a dense tropical jungle in the same place. It always seemed like the jungle aspect was shipwrecked leftovers. Not exactly. We started with the whole like interiors idea, the whole like idea of building a house, and pretty much from then like the rest of Hamlet kind of bloomed because what else can we do with interiors? We could do like ruins and dungeons, and that leads to exploration. So we wanted to give like a more like exploration aspect to Hamlet, and like things just kind of happen naturally from then. Like Hamlet naturally evolved into the state it is. Yeah. And also like at one point we wanted to do like I wasn't on the team for that, but there was going to be like a Tale of Two Cities kind of thing. We'd have like a merm city versus like a pig city. So yeah, it makes sense to have like a dance forest separating the two of them. So you'd have to like do the whole tracking. So
yeah.
But
then like even the rooms extended to like there are different parts of the world that I know Jason made that certain things will take you to, but the concept of the rooms and like with the walls and like the cave systems and whatnot also got incorporated to that. So they are not just like isolated bits, but they are like conduits to get to like more interesting places, or places in interesting ways, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let me go through this. It looks like we've got a few minutes left. So.
Yeah, sorry.
No. It's
we got
cool.
excited talking about other stuff.
Okay. So I just wanted to put these jelly beans in because sometimes like the simplest things work the best.
Right.
And props to Nabia for this one as well.
I was pretty happy that we added beans because I was able to put feijoada, which is a Brazilian dish, and it uses beans. Yeah. So I'm like, finally have a little segue, like,
a little bit of you in there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
A little bit not to Brazil. So.
And then a bit of concept art that like this is for the dung beetle that we did. I ended up with the rhino. Some of them
look like pretty menacing. Like the one right in the middle, it looks like pretty menacing. While the
I like to make like I tend to go to menacing stuff, but in the end it's like no. You gotta want to approach this guy too, right?
Yeah, it's like one of the easiest mobs to kill. So
I know. Yeah, I know. That's true. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, right. A little bit of like a quick evolution of the what was it? The lanternfly into the rabbit beetle. So there's that kind of thing. That was fun to kind of work through as well. And there's different stages. Like it turns into like a slimy egg thing before it becomes the rabbit beetle. Oh, and man, when you get swarmed by them, I was like, the first time it's like, there are way too many of these guys. This is not fun. But it was really fun to watch others get. Yeah,
people like the surprise and the struggle because you see one, you see two, and then you see like 30 coming your way.
Oh, yeah. What else have we got here? Oh, yeah, a couple concepts of the Python boss as well.
Oh, the Pugalisk.
The Pugalisk, sorry. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, we have like very generic names to start, and then then we'll go like, okay, let's make some names.
Yeah, as in like transistor becomes electrical doodad.
Yeah,
and then I can't remember the prefab name.
yeah, that's the problem, right?
But I remember when Jason was working on the Pugalisk, like it took him a good time to work on it, but it turned out so well.
Yeah,
like all the little segments moving around. It was amazing work.
Yeah, and it was fun because all I had to do was animate like one segment, and then he's like, "Let me take that," and then he made it into a snake. I was like, "Cool." Yeah. And
Flavos asks, important question: is Pugalisk a play on the words pug and basilisk? It is indeed, like most Don't Starve things, really. Yeah, I usually joke that we have a pun-driven design process here. Like someone makes a pun, and then we're like, man, that would be so fun if we actually added it into the game.
It's a good way to start things, and then like the art. Sometimes if that comes first, and then it's like, here, give it to the artist. Like, okay,
yeah, that's how you. You're the one who came up with Oink, right?
Oh yeah, it's just I just took coin and it just kind of worked out.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite puns in the entire game. They're just called Oinks. I love it so much.
Yeah, and sometimes I just want it to be easy to say. Like, oh, gotcha. Okay, Jen. Oh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that evolve naturally with Don't Starve like that. It's pretty good. But yeah.
Let me see if there's one.
There we go. Some of the original concepts for the
Iron Hulk. Yeah. So this was kind of fun to go through because I'm kind of a robot mech fan. Some might call it something else, but yeah. So and even just different ways, like different pieces, different ways it could like get around. Like I think there's like I have some wheels. I've got like tank treads and whatnot. So, yeah, Is that it? Oh my gosh,
Oh,
there's even
the thumper for
one of Wagstaff's gadgets. Yeah, which sorry.
yeah, the thumper.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a quick way to actually like just cut down a bunch of trees at once. It's great if you're actually building like a forest farm.
Yep.
You just put the thumper in the middle and it just thumps everything out. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's indiscriminate. Yeah.
And Reset Player asks if you have a social media account so we can look at all the mechs you draw.
Oh, okay. I don't, but I'm glad you asked me because it's inspiring when people actually like show some interest, and it just makes you want to do
just
some
make
more
like
stuff.
a mikelovesmax.tumblr.com.
Okay, I'm not even the Mac person in the studio.
We do have a more passionate about Max person in the studio for sure.
She's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I think that is the time we have because we're actually not the only ones streaming today. We're going to be followed up by some DST people who are going to be talking about some Willow stuff. That was the cue for them to come in, but I guess at least make a little bit more conversation.
I think maybe I need to crack it.
Maybe?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little surprise for you guys. Little Don't Starve together.
Switch up
And there we go. And back to cam only. And yeah, we're gonna finish it up with some Alex and Vito. All right.
Turn off the game.
Right. Sorry, Alex.
That's okay.
Got this done for you.
I'm on that side.
Oh, you're on this side. I'm trying to sit in Vito's chair.
All right, guys, have fun.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Mike, see ya.
Give her water. Whose is this?
Oh, that's mine.
Okay. Got it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of Rhymes with Klei.
I feel like I'm in here more often now.
Yes, because you're working with me. Whoever works with me is going to be in here every time we have an update. Okay.
What is this? Question mark.
We're switching to DST now. So I guess you guys already know because we had a preview post from Joe last week that we're up doing the Willow refresh on Tuesday, May 7th. So we've already been playtesting it a lot and retuning it a bit. So is there anything else supposed to see?
No. Sorry.
Yeah, so the list we posted, that Joe posted last week, that was what we had at that time. We've some of the stuff may have changed now, and some may change by Tuesday again. But yeah, we'll basically tell you guys about where she's at now. Okay, yeah, we've got 45 minutes.
Okay,
let's do this. Let's start with... They're just going to have to look at our faces.
Just look at our faces.
Launch the game. I think I can switch to...
May earlier, I just caught it, but May said that the first part of this stream was Infinity War, and this is Endgame.
Oh, that's not it. This is Game of Thrones.
This is... Somebody's gonna die.
Okay. Spoiler-free zone. I know everything. If you really want to know, you can beg me for spoilers. Just kidding. Okay. It's an hour 30 minutes, not a 2-hour stream. The total will be an hour 30 minutes. Okay, so
what's new with
Willow? So anyways, this front screen, you're gonna get this change. You'll see this when the update is live on Tuesday, and I think consoles will be getting it on the same day. I think, as long as everything
works.
Please don't kill
Please
Alex.
don't kill me.
What? Oh, oh no! I've been like messaging Alex. Is everything okay? Like every few days, I'd message him. Is everything still cool between us?
No
okay.
spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay, so let's. We got like a big list of changes. So I'm gonna just load up the game. This is a test build, so unfortunately, no one will be able to join us. So. Notice I'm turning PvP on. That's just so I can demonstrate some stuff like on Willow more easily. It doesn't mean we're gonna be fighting people because no one else is gonna join us. Okay, while it's loading. Okay, first things first on my list is this one. A lot of people have been talking about on the forums.
Is it controversial?
I guess it's controversial. It's not really that controversial. Well, after I explain it, you'll get why it's not really that controversial. But Willow is now going to be immune to fire for, guess how long? So she used to be immune to fire for 3 seconds. And then we
Ever.
Forever? No, that's right. She is. She's immune to fire again forever.
You heard it here.
You heard it here
first.
Yeah, the reason why we even changed that like years ago when we first launched the game in beta was because back then the game still had the potential to be quite played a lot in PvP, which is no longer the case. So in PvP, if people don't remember, like one of the metas was fire stabs because they basically go through armor. It just ignores your armor and does a lot of damage over time. So if one character takes no damage from the meta, then she's basically God. So it wasn't fair, which is why we changed that. But the game has evolved quite a bit. It's not like there's not as much PvP played, and as well as she's already been reworked like a few times, and having like a few seconds of fire immunity, and that change that we were testing last week basically made her immune to the duration of the burn anyways, so she would have been fully immune to a fire staff anyway, so it made no difference. And in terms of PvE gameplay, having fire immunity isn't that big of a difference. Like it's a good bonus, but yeah, later you'll see why it's good for her to have that paired with her other abilities. Yeah, so that's the main thing for that. So, but let's just talk more about fire immunity. I think in the old Willow, a lot of reasons why people never even knew about the way she was already immune to a lot of stuff was because the UI still showed flames and your health still ticked and had a down arrow and it would blink red all the time even though you weren't taking health, so it was very confusing. So we actually went through and fixed some of that as well. So I'll just show you. So if I'm standing in the fire still shows up just so you know you're in fire because you will overheat eventually, but your health doesn't tick. The fire is kind of like transparent and she doesn't look hurt or anything. So that's the difference. Don't go burning everything though. Burning's bad.
Like, someone was like, I can't. Oh, I'm more afraid of accidental super fire spreads.
I don't think that like Willow as a character or anything like really changes that. If fire's gonna spread, fire's gonna spread.
Does it make her immune to summer heat?
She's not immune to summer heat. That's later. Another bonus. We'll get to that pretty soon. Yeah. I just want to finish some of the more general changes with fire.
Vito's got you covered.
Yeah. Do I? We'll be looking at Bernie for the second half. We'll get through Willow's quirks. The reason I'm spawning Wilson is just so you can see the other changes, how it affects other players in terms of the UI and burning. So this is what it would look like. And on Wilson, it's fully opaque, the fire, and his health is flashing. There's audio cues as well. The armor dragonfly, which I wonder how many people actually use this. Let's just pretend people use this. Okay. Basically, yeah. Whoa, this is like everyone's favorite armor. Anyways, it gives you the same perk as Willow, so the UI will behave the same way, just so it's not confusing anymore. What else does it do? When things are smoldering, too late. Sorry, I'm gonna use commands. Burnable, start wildfire. Okay, so it's smoldering. I have the armor on. When I put it out, I don't get burnt. I take no damage, and the UI doesn't sound or look like it's burning you either. In the past it would, which is very confusing.
Yeah, that is confusing.
It is confusing. So we fixed all of that. So now it's very clear when you are immune to fire. Oh, thank you, Alex.
You probably don't hear it.
No, that meant a lot. The final thing we did, because Willow is immune to fire, there's very few things that will set yourself on fire. But the fire staff, like we mentioned earlier, is one of those things. Butterflies being tiny. Can I just answer that one real quickly? That was, I think May changed that on purpose to match the side. Well, I think the butterflies that are dead.
Yeah.
Let me just walk over. I think this thing is now smaller than they used to be. I think that's to match the size of the actual butterfly. Yeah, so I looked into it, and it looks like it was intentionally changed by May, one of our artists. Okay. What was it? Oh, burning. Look, it's another Willow.
Hey.
Fire staff. So the fire staff. This is why I needed to have PvPs, just so I can. Oh, let's give it to her. So I can use the fire staff on her to demonstrate what's changed. So she takes no damage from being burnt like that now. Other players still do. However, we've shortened the duration of that as a balance mechanic. Also, the duration of that we feel like won't change too much in terms of like how people currently play the game, because there's very few things that actually set you on fire. There's the fire staff, like lava ponds, things like that, but there's just not that many. There's some questions.
Scale mail prevents fire damage?
Yeah, okay. Scale mail prevents fire damage completely. Oh, this is bad.
Use a command.
Use a command. I'll just talk through the night. Or do you want to read the next question?
Okay. Can survivors other than Willow use Willow's lighter to cook raw food now?
No. Nope. We'll take that into consideration, but
only Willow can use her lighter.
I did think about it a bit, and left it like that for a bit because it is very useful. It's more useful than you think in the early game. When the lighter being able to cook food, when you're just exploring and you're picking up carrots and seeds and berries, and you can just right click, cook it, and eat it. Whereas other players either have to just eat it raw or make a fire.
Build a fire. Yeah.
So it's super convenient. I love it. So it's like I kind of like it that she's the only one who can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a reason
so we showed the thing. So basically, So everyone takes the fire you'll stay ignited for shorter duration as a player. It doesn't change anything on creatures or bosses, just players.
Just shortens.
Shortens the duration. So you'll take 3 ticks, average of 3 ticks of fire damage. You used to take more than 3 ticks for sure. Okay, so as for how else we rebalanced it for Willow is she will get frozen by ice staff
Did she
faster.
Not used to?
Faster. Faster. Here, I'll spawn a Wilson. So on a regular player, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits and you're frozen. On Willow, it should be 3.
Bam.
3. So a bit of a nerf there, just because, just to balance it out. Against deer clops, I think most players take 3 hits to get frozen by deer clops.
Okay, so
she'll take 2 hits. One hit is no good, because basically he'll perma freeze you, and it's game over.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Are there other uses for her lighter?
Lighter is not refuelable. I've looked into that. It's the lighter is very good. We don't want to make it any better.
Can we turn it into a flamethrower?
I feel like that would fall into the category of making it better.
Fair enough.
But noted. Flamethrower sounds fun. like she would have to blow with her mouth through it, like she'd have to okay. Anyway, no, she'd have to like drink
alcohol.
something, and then I think so. Okay, we'll work on that.
We'll work on that. Next, that's the 2020 revamp.
Or later. Okay, so I think we're done talking about fire immunity. We've talked about her being more easily frozen. Guys, we're joking about the flamethrower. You can make a mod if you want. Okay, so the other thing is Willow used to get cold from low sanity. We took that out. We've kind of reversed it so that when she's cold, she will lose sanity. It's actually quite extreme since this is one of her main drawbacks, or what do people call that? Their drawbacks. I don't know. I'm just gonna make a new character because I don't know.
Did it crash?
Yeah, it's okay. Why did that crash? What's that side?
It's too awesome.
It's too awesome. Oh, I know why. Because the other characters were there. Okay. Weakness. Oh, weaknesses. Okay, I thought they were saying it crashed because of my weakness.
Weaknesses. You just witnessed.
No, guys. It's not actually crashed. It's because I was spawning a lot of things that I shouldn't be spawning, and they don't despawn well. Okay. So, now that I'm fresh with no god mode and nothing, I want to show, what were we talking about? Oh, when she is cold.
Yeah.
How drastic the changes are. She will actually lose more health faster, and her sanity goes down quite fast when she's cold. I have to type all these commands in.
Oh wait, sorry, before it was
if she's insane, she would lose temperature, which we didn't think was fun, so we're switching it around basically.
Okay.
Is it winter? I pressed the thing, but I don't know. It's okay. It is winter.
I can see the colors are changing.
I'll change a few days. I think it makes it colder if it's like a few days in. Okay, so now we just kind of wait
for her to
get cold. It won't take very long. No, so I'm waiting for it to get cold so people can see how fast her health and sanity goes down. We can talk about some other things while that's happening. She has to be freezing for that to happen. So basically with Willow, you kind of have to be on top of your temperatures.
Which makes
you
sense.
can't be lazy about it. Like you can, but you'll probably like get hurt. Like it's
Don't get lazy.
It's not worth being lazy about it. Like with other characters, it's like, yeah, that's fine. Just be cold. You just lose some health, but health doesn't matter too much because when you
zoom in on her.
Yeah, is she getting cold? Doesn't look like
breathing
she's
cold.
No, when she's freezing, my screen will show. You'll see the UI. Oh, how do they know about that? Adai is saying, hug my Bernie.
Hug your Bernie.
When we get to the Bernie section, we'll talk about hugging Bernie.
Quit trying to skip ahead.
Could the light radius, question by the only KCDA, could the light radius be larger so you aren't in darkness in some situations? The light radius of the lighter, it does keep you out of darkness. I'm not quite sure what he means by that.
So you aren't in darkness.
Are we talking about the light, the lighter? The lighter does keep you out of darkness.
Yeah, I don't know.
The lighter,
but it is pretty small though.
So
right?
here we go.
So
you can see that
it's going down fast.
Yeah, it's going down
That's
fast.
fast.
It's pretty fast. It's like it's faster than every other character for sure.
Number like that. Look at that.
Look at that. And the health is going. The health goes down faster as well.
Instant insanity.
Yep.
The health is like.
They'll probably reach empty at roughly the same time. We started with a little bit less sanity than full, but either way, you're gonna die from freezing. Should I just save her?
Should you what?
Should I save her?
I don't know.
We've demonstrated it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Save her with fire.
We're nice people.
She's not safe yet. Okay, she's safe now. Why is it so zoomed in? Oh, right. Okay, next item. What's the next item? Actually, you should tell me if I'm running out of time.
Okay. No, you're good.
Okay.
We got plenty of time.
Oh, I'm so insane. Oh, as you notice, our sanity's going up because I'm standing near fire. So that's always been the case, and that's still there. And if you think about it, now that she's immune to fire and you're out in the wild, you can totally burn like a tree that's not next to a lot of other stuff, and just stand in it.
Did that rate change at all, or no?
No, that's still the same because it's very good. It's extremely powerful perk of hers. It's just that in the past you could only stand in it for 3 seconds at a time. Now you can actually just stand in it forever. But even with the 3 second or any other retuning, we had tried 6 seconds as a tuning. You could just step out of it and step back in, which isn't very interesting. Right? So it's basically forever, really. So it's not that interesting. Okay. Do you guys want more weaknesses or more strengths?
I can answer this question too.
Okay, yeah.
Or you can answer. Does the lighter warm her at all?
I don't think so. It does count as fire, so it will raise her sanity. Like a very small. It is the same as standing near a fire, having a torch or a lighter open, but I don't think it warms. Too much talking.
Do you want one more?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, Mr. Zaris, we'll get to yours later because that'll be one of the, I've got my cheat sheet here. The cheat sheet is basically, should I show them? Updated version of the patch notes. Updated version of the patch notes. With all the new changes. Okay, so we'll do one more weakness. So basically, this one says her winter gear, winter hats and earmuffs, that kind of stuff, are slightly less effective at keeping Willow warm. So winter is just going to be a little bit tougher with Willow. It's worded like that, but it's basically just that she has inherent lower insulation. But we worded it like that because if you're not wearing anything, you're still just the same as Wilson not wearing anything. It only kicks in when you put something on. So it caps at 0 basically. It doesn't go negative. But basically she's got some negative insulation, but it's capped at 0. So if you're not wearing anything, you're the same as every other character, but when you do wear winter gear, you'll lose a bit of it, just because she's not as good at dealing with cold. But it's not that extreme. It's the amount that the penalty is less than any piece of equipment. So any piece of equipment will still help you in winter. Nothing will be canceled out to 0 by her weakness or at all. So that's.
I wish you had put these on cue cards and then you could throw them away.
I was gonna set them up as things we can show on a
slideshow.
Yeah, or something that's just on the screen. Yeah,
this is good too. This is good too.
Oh, okay. The KCD was meaning that the light radius was too small when you're on a beefalo.
Oh, is it?
You can look into that.
Okay.
It could be the way it's the lights are following the symbol isn't centered properly.
Yeah. Because the characters.
Okay, I feel like we've done almost all of her weaknesses.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just seeing if there's any interesting questions. Okay, no. Some of her bonuses. So this one that someone mentioned earlier, overheating. So this is the opposite now. How does she deal with heat? So in summer, she takes a slightly longer to overheat. So this is the opposite of her. She actually has some summer insulation, which is basically means staying cool. She can stay cool for a little bit longer than other characters can. This just adds on. It has nothing to do with her equipment. It's as if she gets a free summer breezy shirt or something like that. It's not that much. It's just a little bit longer. And when she does overheat, she takes less damage, which means that you can be a little more lazy in the summer. It's also to help with the fact that you're going to try to stand in fire quite often.
Yeah.
So this will make it so that you don't overheat as quickly, and if you do overheat, it doesn't hurt you as much, so you can get out of it. It's just so all of her abilities work well together. Yeah. Okay, I think the other thing is when things are smoldering and you extinguish it. We actually kind of did that earlier already with Wilson and the Dragonfly armor. You take no damage from that, and there's the UI won't look like you're getting hurt by it or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I kind of want to. Let me swear. Yeah, let's see what time is it.
We got 20 minutes.
Okay, we should. I think we're good. This one we can do really quickly.
Okay.
So her next ability is adding fuel to fires is 50% more effective. So this is kind of, if you guys know where this recognize it, it's from the Gorge. Something that we added in the Gorge. Is Willow hungry? Okay.
Hungry.
Oh, why is she so needy? Okay, just
command some food. Oh,
I just set her hunger. Let me stand near the fire. Okay, so adding fuel to fires is 50% more effective. Actually, let's try that. Let's just see how this pit behaves. So I'll put 1, 2, 3. So 3 logs puts it to almost max, which is pretty good. I think it's 4 for other people.
Okay.
It's not like a very overpowered perk. It's pretty good, right? Like it's useful. Like it's definitely something. It's very nice. Like you'll feel it. Like you use less logs, basically. Very good. Their question from Mr. Zaris was, does it work for other things like flingos? No, we specifically went and made sure it only worked for things that are burning, like fires, because that's the basis for her abilities is things that burn. Okay, I think we've blasted through everything. Do it. Okay, I don't know why you did that. Okay, because I told you to.
Well, I was kind of wanting to anyway.
Oh, it's still alive. It's probably because...
Oh, you know what?
It's winter.
You deserve to live then.
Okay. It lived. We can do Bernie stuff now.
Okay.
A lot of, Willow has, just judging from all that, Willow's got a lot of, perks and stuff, going on with her. The other thing that didn't change but was always existent as a weakness is she's got less sanity. Her sanity fluctuates a little bit faster, 10% faster, all that stuff. So it goes up faster, it goes down faster. And coupled with the fact that she just has less total sanity, it'll look like it's going up and down even faster. So that can be used that can be a good or bad thing, depends on how you manage it. If you're insane, it's just less, you have to recover less sanity to get out of it. So it's pretty good. Okay, let's talk about Bernie. So Willow is pet class, I guess, or Bernie is a huge part of her. And he was kind of underused before, so we really wanted to fix Bernie and make him just he's not not drastically overpowered or anything, but just make him have more situational uses, so that it's a little bit more interesting item to own as Willow. So the first one, this is a really simple one that I don't know how exciting this is for people, but because you can now equip Bernie basically. I think it's just it's cute.
Carry him around.
What does it do? It gives you a little bit of dapperness, which is basically it helps with your sanity. Let's see if I can show that. Helps with your sanity, and it helps with
holding.
It provides warmth. So even Bernie will provide more warmth than her penalty to winter gear. So this counts as winter gear because it keeps you warm. No one else can equip Bernie, so only Willow can equip Bernie. That's a new thing. Things that can only be equipped by one person in regular game.
So I'm saying that's a weird way to hold him. Unfortunately, anything that you equip in their hand, they have to hold like that.
Yes. Yeah, but isn't it
That's the
cute?
system. Yeah, come on, people.
It's cute.
It is.
The sanity it provides is actually more than the flower wreath.
Okay.
But
Nice.
definitely not top hat. But it's like it's one of those things where you're definitely going to use it in the early game
Yeah.
because it's just like, why not, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It lasts super long, a long time.
Nice.
And if you use a sewing kit or if Winona gives you tape, one repair will repair it to full.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus for Bernie because on any other equipment, it repairs by about 5 days, I think. But on Bernie, it lasts way more than 5 days, but it will still repair it to full. So it's very good.
Okay. Yeah, we've never been able to. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that equip thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never ever been able to like animate anything that's equipped. Otherwise, like obviously,
The closest we've gotten
we can
is
do.
this is the closest we've got. But wow,
Ooh,
this
does that animate?
only things that are dangling like that, and it's a very special case, and it's a lot of work. Yeah, so
You shouldn't have shown me that.
oh no,
I'm like,
no
let's make Bernie
ideas
go like this.
Ideas. I guess so. I guess the stick could be his hand, his arm.
That's pretty cool, actually, and that does seem like a very specific case.
Yeah, it's because we could have one part of it. The handle is not animated, and then this is the
see.
separate part that's animated,
see.
and it follows it. So that was a tough thing, but we
I don't want to give you even more work to do.
let's leave that over here. Okay, so Bernie can be equipped. So we've talked about what it does. He provides as much warmth as earmuffs, I think.
Okay. Can you attack with Bernie?
You can, but it's not recommended because it's basically he doesn't have any weapon damage, so it's like punching. But every hit depletes him by 1%.
Yeah, you don't want to
So
do
you're
that.
basically just destroying him.
Yeah.
And without actually, like, if you take him off, you'll do the same damage.
Yeah.
Although the animation is faster, it's still not worth it. Totally not worth
I
it.
wouldn't strike my enemies with a stuffed animal.
Exactly. And okay, the last thing is when Bernie is broken, you'll see he's broken. He doesn't, like, you can repair him, right? He'll stay at 0. But holding a broken Bernie doesn't, you don't get any bonuses from that. So you'll notice that it's not going to give you a sanity or warmth bonus. Okay. What's next? Okay. Now we can get to the cool stuff. Your stuff. Let's jump out of game
I had a
for
lot
a
of fun
bit.
doing this.
Okay. The next part, the big Bernie. So,
Big Bernie.
quick questions: does putting out fires means fully ablaze items like with ice? You mean in the patch notes? We've reworded the patch notes now because it was confusing. We meant extinguishing smoldering fires. So with your hand, something that has that little smoke coming out of it. That's what we mean by extinguishing fires. Can you swing Bernie like a weapon? Yes, you can, but it doesn't help. You're just going to break Bernie. And how much damage does Bernie deal? Nothing. It's just like punching. He's not counted as a weapon. But he will break if you don't unequip him before you fight. Okay, that's all the questions taken care of for now. Cool stuff time.
Cool stuff time. Where is that?
So Big Bernie will start with concept art.
Yay!
It's basically just Bernie scaled up 10 times. Just kidding. I feel like some people might have expected that, but it's not. Is this it? I'm gonna click it. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
there it is. There we go.
You talk about this part. This is all you.
Yeah. So when we started, we were, I was just trying to figure out how to represent Bernie when he grows. Because was it you or Jamie who first said we want to make him really huge?
Yeah,
and he'll start
and we
attacking.
we really didn't want to just let's just use the same art and just like scale it up and we're done.
I actually did do a couple here. We'll fast forward a little bit here. I did this one. This was one of the first.
Oh yeah, I
ones
remember
did.
that. Yeah,
and I kind of liked that. I kind of liked how he was different proportions, but then he kind of had a Hulk, like Frankenstein vibe.
This guy is saying he's kind of disappointed that he's not. Well, here you go.
There you go. And I do still like this, but it is kind of Yeah, I prefer the sort of Bernie's still kind of Bernie in this,
Yeah.
but I went with more of the
I think it fits the character a little more.
And
It's
we talked about him being like emphasizing the creepiness of Bernie. So like I split his head. Like in the final version, I split his head open, and or there's parts where you can see his fluff.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was in the animation. I wanted to convey like weird creepiness.
So we'll look at that in game later.
Yeah. So these poses I drew, they're just kind of like attitude poses. Before I did any animation, I just was like I liked weird fingers doing gnarly poses, and open mouth seemed really creepy to me.
Yeah.
And, like these like shoulder. Yeah, I don't know. I just drew those and I was like, oh, that could be cool. Like if he walks like that or something. This one, these are the same two sketches on the left, but on the right, I forgot I did this kind of.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, he's like a blimpy, like slothful looking bear, which could have been cool too, but I went with skinnier. But I kind of like that too. Maybe like he just looks like, I don't know, he's in pain from eating too much.
He's kind of slow.
And I do like this design, but I don't know. He also seemed to what's that word, like it's too like dominating, like too
too menacing,
kind of too strong looking.
Okay, yeah.
And it's kind of creepy, but he just looks more like a bruiser or like a Hulk guy.
And I don't think that's his character.
No,
right?
yeah. So I liked the weird proportion change, but we went with something else instead. And then this is so that first pose that's the in-game Big Bernie.
So that's the actual build we went with.
Yeah, and then so I my process isn't always the same, but for this character I built that front pose and then figured out the side and back. So that's kind of just a rough turnaround with an official Klei logo on it.
Is there more?
No, that's all I had.
Okay.
I was watching earlier and Mike had some cool animations to show. I should have done that too.
Well, we're actually going to show it in game.
Okay,
yeah, right? Let's do that now then.
Okay.
Let me run.
Okay.
Oh, the game's still running. I can just switch back over.
So much Bernie to hug. That's true.
Yeah, so we'll demonstrate how the Bernie is used in game. Like, we had to, we're basically trying to figure out the balance between, like, making him not useful versus being way too useful. Like, we don't want this to be a thing. Like, we want it to play differently than Abigail, right? Abigail is like, you use her for every battle if she's alive. Bernie can't be like that unless you're a master of manipulating your sanity, or like you have a purple amulet or something like that. But early game on, it'll be a little bit harder to figure out how to use it, which is why we have like early game you'll be doing things like equipping Bernie and things like that. But as soon as I'm just waiting for daytime. Why are we in winter?
Snowing.
Let me just make a new world. Nope. Okay, new world. And then I'll try. Yeah. So basically, Bernie, if other people go insane, he still functions the same way. If like Wilson nearby gets insane and you drop Bernie on the ground, he will just pop up, stay small, and taunt those shadow creatures.
So it's only Willow.
Yeah, so if Willow is insane, though, so this has to be to the level of insanity where shadow creature starts attacking you. That's how insane you have to be. That's when Bernie will turn big and fight. So the difference is this Bernie will actually taunt anything hostile, not just shadow creatures.
Oh, wow, okay.
Except for bosses. So bosses won't get taunted by Bernie, large Bernie, but Bernie will still attack them if they're hostile, and once he's attacked them, then the boss will get tanked by Bernie. But Bernie's very slow as well, so that's something you have to kind of figure out if you're trying to get him to hit a boss for you. But honestly, it's more useful. It's not like it's okay. I guess we'll have to like I'm can't wait till I watch streamers and see what they do with Bernie. So I'm just gonna make myself to that level of sanity. Boom, boom. All right, so this is Bernie. I guess since I just spawned in, there won't be a lot of shadow creatures right now. So this is like, he follows the nearest insane Willow. The other thing to note is if you have like a lot of Bernies, only one of them can be big at a time. That's also balancing, because we don't want this just to turn into like every boss fight just becomes like put 100 Bernies on the ground, go insane, and you win, right? It's not going to be like that. But if one of them dies, the next one will basically pop up.
Can one Willow have more than one
Yeah,
Bernie?
you can build as many Bernies as you want, but if you drop them all and you go insane, only one goes big. Even if there's other Willows, still only one on screen, or within a certain radius.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's more. I'm gonna take out the small one because just so you guys see. So he's fighting that for me now.
Yeah.
Let me just spawn.
Smash Shadow.
Spawn. So like taking out spiders and hounds are pretty good. If you think about it though, for it's daytime, so the spiders just sleep. Oh yeah, so
Look at him smash.
he's slow, but he can run as well. So he follows. He won't get left behind. Basically, if you do like run really far or teleport or wormhole away from him, then you're out of range, and he will just turn into the small one, or he'll just go inactive. So the other thing to note is, while he's killing those shadow monsters, you can also kill them to gain that 20 sanity for getting a killing blow on shadow monsters. That's one easy way to go back out of insanity. Yeah.
I should have made him lose fluff when he attacks too.
Oh, so that's his taunt.
Yeah.
All my cat toys look like this. Like all of them look like this.
New merch.
Bernie's HP is, I think it's 2,000 compared to its 1,000 when he's small. His damage is 50 per hit. It's not AoE. That's why the damage is higher, a little bit higher than. I think spear is like 25-ish, somewhere around that. What happens with multiple Bernies plus Insane Willow? If it's one, so no matter how many Willows, Insane Willows, and how many Bernies are on screen, only one large Bernie at a time. I think like it might be radius of 30 or 40, something like that. What else? I think that's mainly it. I will show how we can get back. What happens when you get out of it? How much time we got? Like 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Oh, I'm really insane now. Oh, because it's dusk. Let me put a fire. I built a fire pit with my keyboard.
Yes.
I'm gonna build some fuel with my keyboard, but I will fuel it manually.
Do people know about the scale down?
Which scale down?
Like, because I think like, well, if you saw in the concept art, like, I think it was.
Oh,
meant to be,
you're
like,
right.
Way bigger.
Yeah. So if you notice,
like someone asked earlier, if you could put a Barriger next to him, which is funny.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I actually used the Barriger as size reference when I first built him, so he was actually, I think, the size of a Barriger initially, and then.
All right. So what's down. I'll quickly. Okay. So what happened here was I killed that shadow monster. Okay. So I'm actually not fully insane anymore. They're not. Okay. There's no shadow monsters gonna kill me anymore. That's why I'm out of danger.
Big Bernie goes away.
Big Bernie goes away if he's out of combat for over 10 to 16 seconds ish.
Okay.
So if he's fighting something, like if there's like he's swarmed by spiders, he'll keep fighting until either they're all dead or he dies. Or you run away with him. Because if you get to a certain point, Bernie will run with you. Are there any questions?
Yeah. Can you repair him while he's big?
No. While he is big, you cannot use Sewing Kit, but you can use healing items on him. When he's small, you can use Sewing Kit, but you cannot use healing items when he's inactive.
Okay. Paper von Estelok. Is Bernie usable in PvP?
There's some very basic support so that he functions, but it's not really tuned for that, as is a lot of like follower type stuff. Like they're not really like made with PvP in mind. Like they kind of work, but we're not really focusing a lot on making him a PvP pet, basically.
Okay. Freya Malik had another question. Can you repair him while he is big?
I just answered that one. So
did
when
I
he's
just
big,
ask that question? Oh, Bernie HP. Yeah, never mind.
I think I probably
Okay.
answered that. So when he's big, you can heal him. So Wartox can heal. No, actually, Wartox only heals people, but you can use healing salves on him, like spider glands on him, that kind of thing. And then when he's small, you can't do that anymore, but you can sewing kit him, which is what I'll do now. So when I played with Willow to test this, I always had sewing kits with me, just because I like using Bernie quite a bit. Let's just go insane again.
Alex Zupi, do other players see Giant Bernie?
Yes, everyone sees Giant Bernie,
you go.
and it's funny too because he might look like he's attacking at nothing
Oh,
if
yeah.
you can't
that's
see
cool.
the shadow creatures.
You're just literally
and-
watching someone go insane.
because that's the character, right? Like if you saw that, you would think, "Oh, this creature
Yeah.
looks very crazy," right?
And then you'd know that there's creatures there, but you can't see them.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that. Zarkers asks, does Bernie properly hold sanity creatures aggro, or is that changed from
The small Bernie hasn't been changed. Basically, it's he taunts them periodically. The big one taunts them way faster, way more often. So it's going to be much more reliable at keeping the aggro of insanity of shadow creatures or anything, like even like the other things that you're fighting. So how strong is Bernie? I don't think he can't take down. Do people want to see a Berger next to him?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll wait till daytime because it's kind of dark
Okay.
right now. Jan must be freaking out because of the sanity sounds. He can't solo any boss. Like he can tank the boss for quite a while,
Yeah.
like Deerclops or whatever, but he's never gonna finish him off. Berger time.
Berger time.
I'm just gonna kill Berger though.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's quite a bit
so
bigger.
Originally, I think you wanted him
was
to
like
be
tall.
that
Well,
big,
Yeah.
or he was
That
designed.
was just my point
Oh,
of
just let
reference.
Berger go. I can't
Then,
use my mouse to kill him.
Then you'd have to give him all that screen shake.
Wait, should I just have them fight?
Who?
Them
Berger?
too? Let's have them fight.
Okay. I feel like Berger will
Win.
slay Bernie.
All right. Berger Bernie fight. Is it safe? Is this a safe distance? But there's also going to be sanity creatures hitting Bernie. It's not quite fair. But we scale in game. The assets are scaled down for Bernie by 70%, which is why he's smaller than the giant.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, look, he died.
I think we have him at like Klaus weight class. I think that's the size of him.
Oh, yes. And you showed me the Klaus just for reference.
Yeah, I
remember,
think
and then-
that's the
and then, yeah, we did,
size class we went for, because that's like he doesn't beat Klaus, but why will this red dog?
Do you want me to plow through questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that we've got
Mineria
most of
13. So will it just follow the closest willow if there are more than one insane willows?
them. Yes. So I think it will. The way it keeps its leader works very similar to the small ones.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely if you have a lot of willows nearby that are insane, it can get a little bit confusing. But that was done on purpose with the Bernie. He's not a proper follower, so for people who mod, it doesn't use the follower component. It basically just like latches onto whoever's nearby. This was like something we did on purpose for the way Bernie works in general. Ever since the original small version of him comes to life, it was always like that. So no one owns the Bernie when it's on the ground. It just kind of sees who needs help and just does whatever it needs to do.
All right.
Okay.
Does he have any AoE damage?
Nope, he does not have AoE. It's just like the very old traditional like one single target, 50 damage per hit.
Does Bernie taunt shadow creatures from nightmare cycles?
Yes, it will work on nightmare creatures. Yes, it will for sure. Yeah. Anything else interesting?
Anything else?
Okay.
That we
I had
missed?
one more bullet point that now I don't think anyone will care. I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
Willow gains sanity near fire. Willow can still cook with her lighter.
Okay.
I guess fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we
Willow,
did talk about that.
We did.
The
But that,
lighter.
I guess we skipped to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Big Bernie, I'll just show people
There
again.
you go.
Let's do it with a purple amulet. I don't. If you think that it's only useful with the purple amulet, I can tell you from experience that that's not true. Because I played a regular game, no cheating, no nothing, and like if you're trying to take down a tier 3 spider den, for instance, the spiders. There's so many of them. The auras from them will drop Willow down to insanity pretty quickly, and then Bernie can tank all of them very easily while you kill them off. So taking down tier 3 spider dens is quite easy with Bernie, if you know how to. If you know that you need to be insane to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have demoed that, but now I'm not insane. But this is the other way. If you want to use the purple amulet, that's another easy way to just trigger him on and off. And notice that. Oh, sorry. So earlier I said that Bernie stays active.
Yeah.
When I'm not fully insane, but that's only if he's in combat. But that's only up to a certain point. That's only up to like 50% sanity. If I'm beyond 50% sanity, like the screen's all good again, then he'll just go inactive right away.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's no way to like kind of keep him alive or big forever.
Yeah.
We don't want that. And also when he's big, you can't pick him up. So we just wanted to make sure that it's easy to. There's like ways to control, make him go back small, so you can pick him up and continue your journey.
Duh.
How much?
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it. Someone just wanted to know if there's 75% left on him. That was just from letting those shadow creatures fight him for a bit. Yeah, shadow creatures are insane. Okay.
There you go.
No changes were made to the lighter for now. Well, I think we're good. We're gonna be hosting Susie.
Yeah, and Jan's back, so we won't have any shenanigans.
There
trying
were
to switch.
there
the
were
thing.
shenanigans. You're right. Okay.
Last week, Ragnar and I were like, "Bro, I don't know what
Last
to
week,
do."
everyone ran in to try and figure it out. Like everyone ran in. That was funny.
Welcome back, Jan. Thanks for not leaving.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. We should just switch back to this to say goodbye.
Only. Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
Hope you guys have
What's
fun.
next?
We
won't say.
We won't say. But yeah, so this will be happening next Tuesday.
Yeah.
If anything changes again, the patch notes will have a full list of all the changes. But yeah, here, I'll flash it real quick again.
Ooh.
Never mind. Hey, see you guys.
All right, bye. Until next time.
Wait, this?
Yes. And